subscribers. I am Mindy and I'm living intentionally. Feeling like I got my feet under me. So I wanted to talk about going through the withdrawal from the halidol and Depakote that I was wrongfully administered. And it was a pretty disturbing progression. I'm reading something I have written here. When the akathisia let up, it became full-blown restless leg syndrome. And once that got better, I had the worst ADHD of my life. And then I was eating compulsively, which is really weird for me. That's not something that I have even struggled with. Like ADHD, like I'm familiar with that. I've had that. That's an issue, you know, especially in today's era of the computer distraction in your hand all the time and social media. But compulsive eating was just like, what? That's so weird. And then there was this bout of depression where I was just exhausted and didn't care about anything, couldn't care about anything. And I think in the states of depression, like when I experienced depression from a drug withdrawal, which previously that would have been from oxycodone withdrawal for my chronic pain management. These are so dirty. Like that's when I'll be like motivated to get rid of a bunch of stuff, and like cleaning isn't like so much cleaning, it's just like getting rid of everything and like doing what's easiest, you know? And depression is when I like don't care about eating healthy and sticking to my diet that maintains my relative physical well-being. So that that was really interesting, that the withdrawal from this medication just like ran this spectrum of separate mental health diagnoses. And I feel like I'm over it now. I feel good. I feel like when I have a day where I have no energy after I was active, it's like, oh, well, I have no energy today because I was active the day before. I don't feel as gripped by it. Like still, like if I like kind of like start to like feel like hyper or like have energy, I'm still experiencing like a clamp down on that, like something firing in my brain that's like, oh, happy chemicals, like let's be bouncy. Something is still like really zapping my energy. And from my previous experiences of being dosed with antipsychotics and withdrawing from them, that is something that could endure for several years. Like 3 years. It could be 3 years before there stops being like an alarm going off that's like, hey, like even though the medication is not in my system, it is possible that for the next 3 years, and hopefully it's sooner, hopefully like it just cycles out faster than it did the last time I went through this, but I'm just acknowledging that it could be that long. Or it could be longer, but like I'm only putting like a limit on it to like reassure myself and everyone watching that there is a limit to it. And at a point, that energy that I feel will stop being clamped down on. But yeah, like even though the drug isn't in my system, it has altered my system so that my system performs the duty of the medication without the medication being present, which is like super concerning, I would think, as this, I can't hold the phone up anymore and I don't want just like my cleavage. It's hot. Okay. Yeah. So so it genuinely feels just like meds kicking in, where you're just like you go from being like, oh, I'm fine, and then just like nodding, and that is something that I've been experiencing with antipsychotic being administered since 2013, when that first happened to me, is that's much more pronounced right after the cessation, and that it does wear off. And I think that like part of the problem of the medication is that it doesn't differentiate what your energy is from. It's just like, oh, like, don't have energy because energy equals mania, energy equals psychosis. Like, I don't understand how these are acceptable treatments for anything, when they don't have the ability to differentiate, when it just alters your brain chemicals in a way that lasts like this. So it sucks. It really sucks. But I'm doing so much better. And yay, I'm preparing for my booth, Punk Magic, first ever booth in a street art fair setting, this Saturday. So if you're in the Mission area, you should come say hi to me and see like what all that looks like, because like, dude, I don't feel like super confident about what I'm doing at all. But I've got a lot of cool clothes to sell, and I've been making bracelets and chokers, like the drip chokers that I should have put a drip choker on. And like just really, really like in this crunch time, like turning it out, like again, because I lost 10 days while I was institutionalized, and then weeks after, because the medication withdrawal I couldn't function on, couldn't do anything productive on whatsoever, other than throw things away and clean house. It's like, yeah, I'm a performing member of society now, I guess. Like, I can't stop doing manual labor job, so I guess I am your ideal human cog robot now, huh? So yeah, it feels really good to be creating. It feels really good to be creating, and I don't know what else to say. Didn't have a whole lot of plans other than to update about the progression. I was like super, like, I was terrified that the akathisia would be permanent, and then like the restless leg syndrome would be permanent, like that was so scary. And I just like released it. I was like that's not gonna be my reality. Like, I have not put into the universe anything that would be my reality. So universe has got me, and I just like stopped worrying about it and stopped being fearful of it. And And I keep saying this because, like, it's true, because I had that conversation with the universe, or with God, whatever you want to call that, source, creation. The very next day, I got the feeling back in the right side of my face, and I could move my face again, and it was just like, yeah. So I wanted to make sure that anxiety wasn't, like, producing a more, like, toxic, like, environment for my healing, and if I hadn't let go of that, then there would have been additional anxiety on top of, like, the ridiculous panic that I was feeling 24/7 just as a result of going through the withdrawal. So that was really helpful. And it's always best to release fear and focus on love. So I've just been taking the best care of myself as I can, and that involves Protandim, which I swear by. If anything is wrong with you, like mentally, spiritually, physically, like, really, do you buy supplements? Like, throw them out and spend $50 on Protandim a month instead. And what else? Ubiquinol, because I had some ubiquinol that I found in my home, and I was like, yes, let's protect brain myelin, I think, myelin sheathing, I don't know, connections. I don't remember what ubiquinol does, but it's important for nerve stuff. Like, before, like, many years ago, you might recall that I was experiencing a lot more, like, MS, like electrical shock, burning, itching type of things, and taking ubiquinol changed that, like, permanently. I mean, I took ubiquinol for like 5 years every day until I found the Protandim. B6 was what I looked up on the internet, and they were like, this is what the doctors give for withdrawal from antipsychotics. And I was like, oh, okay, well, then I'll just get some B6 and take that every day. So I've been taking that every day, and I assume that it's helping. I mean, I feel like my withdrawal story is, like, really good. I take Dr. Jennifer Daniels Vitality Capsules. This helps me have regular bowel movements. Without these, my recticel and, like, just, like, the muscle not wanting to work properly makes bowel movements very difficult. And this Jennifer Daniels thing just, like, solves that problem, even though I haven't solved the problem of recticel. And is there something else over here? I feel like there is. I was taking iron, but I stopped taking iron. No, maybe that's it. Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, because I take 3 of the Jennifer Daniels capsules, 1 B6 and 1 ubiquinol. So, yeah. And I just take those once a day with my evening meal. I'm back to eating, just like, I'm back to intermittent fasting. My metabolism, I can tell, is, like, really messed up. That whether it's the medication itself that threw my metabolism off, or it is the fact that, like, for the 10 days I was, like, fed 3 meals a day, which is, like, ridiculous. Like, I don't eat 3 meals a day, and I don't eat that stuff either. That really, obviously that would offset an intermittent fasting like, set point for metabolism. I really should have put a shirt on before this video, but I didn't do that. So what else has been going on? That's all. I think that's all. That's all. So it's good. It's a good update. It's a really good update. I'm doing well. I'm feeling good. Feeling positive, and just dealing with my regular disability and pain now. The neat thing about the medication is that I was not dealing with my pain, and so like once I laid down in bed, and instead of restless leg syndrome kicking in like so fiercely, it was my pain. I was like, oh wow, I am thankful for my pain in an entirely new way. That's really special. And of course, like every time I've got, like a relatively pain-free day, or I'm feeling good, I'm still of that mindset where I'm like, this could be it. This could be it. This is my new normal, and I'm not gonna feel that pain anymore like I have been, and of course always like that it comes to pass that the pain does surface and rear its ugly head, and I'm like, oh well, it wasn't that time, maybe next time. Ow. But thank you for watching. If you dig my vibes, subscribe. Love and light. Bye-bye.